Hello, everyone. Welcome to the children's sermon for this Sunday. I have a little story to tell, a little activity that you can do at your house. So I want you to come in close to the computer, the monitor, the TV, and turn on those listening ears, kids, because I've got something really cool that we get to talk about today. But I have a question first, and my question is, how many of you guys get scared of the dark? Yeah, it can get kind of scary. Kind of like the storm that was happening last night, Saturday night. It was dark and it was thundery and kind of scary, right? So I want you to remember how you felt during that dark time, okay? So today, we're going to hear a story from Pastor Maria about Lazarus. Raise your hand if you remember who Lazarus is. If you don't remember, Lazarus is the guy that Jesus brought back to life. And so he went to the town and he came and he proclaimed to all of the people watching after Lazarus walked out of the tomb that he was the Son of God, the light of the world. Now, I want to go back to the part right before Jesus goes to heal Lazarus, okay? So Jesus is with his disciples, and he's talking to them, and he hears, well, they don't have phones back then, but he hears that Lazarus is sick. And he waits a little bit, and he says, you know what, I need to go to Judea, and I'm going to go and visit Lazarus. Well, his disciples, of course, they go, no way, Jesus. Didn't you remember that they wanted to stone you and that's why we need to leave? They tried to hurt you. Why would you want to go back there? But of course, Jesus being the man that he is, he says to them, are there not 12 hours of daylight in every day? You can go through a day without the fear of stumbling when you walk in the one who gives the light of the world. But you will stumble when the light is not in you, for you'll be walking in the dark. And of course, his disciples are kind of like, what? Jesus always says these weird things. So, I want you to think about that question that I asked right at the beginning. Do you ever get scared of the dark? I do. And I get scared even now, the ripe old age of 27 that I am. And I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and I have to use the bathroom. And I go out and I sometimes trip on my rug or the things in the hallway because it's dark out there, right? But I don't turn on the light because I'm somehow scared of turning on the light. But anyways, I get so scared of the darkness sometimes. But sometimes darkness isn't just the space without light. Sometimes darkness happens during the day. Raise your hand if you think that sometimes you can get scared or that you can feel like there's darkness all around you, even sometimes during the day. And I kind of think about that in the time that we're living in right now. Today is Sunday, so it's the second day of this stay-at-home order where we have to stay at home in our houses with our families and only go outside if we want to go for a walk or go to the grocery store. And right now, it seems like the darkness is all over the place because there's so many things that are closed. The schools are closed and they're dark. The restaurants are dark. Malls are dark. Even our churches are dark during the day. But Jesus says that anyone who lives in the light of the world does not stumble, for they have the true light. We have this true light living inside all of us all the time. Jesus never goes dark. God never goes dark. And today, we do not have to go dark. Our homes don't have to go dark, and our church family doesn't have to go dark. Because we all have Christ with us every moment of every day. So this week, when you're feeling blue, when you're feeling sad that you can't go to school or to the mall, or you're feeling scared of that darkness that seems to be all around us right now, I want you to find a candle and find your family members, find your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad, and I want you to light that candle and see this light that flickers. And remember that this light, the light of Christ, is shining within you always. Christ's light will never fade and will never go dark. And that is some pretty great news that we get to be reminded of today. So today, I'm going to end with a little song for our prayer. And I hope that you can all sing it with me, because I'm pretty sure that you know this song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I hope that you take this reminder of light during your darkest days this week, and remember that Christ is always with you. Amen.